YouTube, CousinKinoko here, back again with another pickup video, and this time I have a huge pickup to show you guys. I have a bunch of games. I picked up a big bundle of GBA titles. I think there are 48 or so games, along with some DS games, Sega Master System, PSP, Xbox 360, and some NES stuff, and some handheld consoles. A really big pickup, so this is going to be a long video, but there's some really good titles in here. I hope you stick with me and watch it through to the end. Lately I've been doing a lot of trades with local collectors, trades and purchases, and I've gotten in touch with some collectors here in Oslo through an online forum called retro1.no, and it's a really good place to meet other collectors and make some trades when you have some doubles and stuff. And I traded this for Christmas nights for the Japanese Saturn. This is God's Eater Burst for the PSP, and plays a bit like Monster Hunter, and supposed to be a good title. And I also traded one of my doubles for the Xbox for this game here, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. And I really liked Morrowind for the original Xbox, so I've been really wanting to get into this game here as well. Just gonna have to wait until I have some more time, because this is a really big game and very time-consuming game to play through. So, but definitely one that I look forward to getting into. And then from a collector, I bought Blades of Steel from Konami for the NES here, and I paid €6 for this, which is a decent price. It goes for sometimes the double of that here in Norway. And I went to a second-hand comic shop just around the corner from where I live. Usually they only have comics and old magazines, but this time, to my surprise, a boxed NES game caught my eye behind the counter, and it's one that I don't have, and it's a rare title. This is Puzznic, and it's in really good condition, complete with the styrofoam and everything, and it had a price tag on it that said what was it, 250 crowns, which is pretty much what it goes for online. Maybe a little bit more online for this Scandinavian SCN copy here. And I asked him if I could haggle. The guy said, I know him a bit because I drop by that shop sometimes, so I've been talking to him quite a bit before. He said he'd love to do a trade for it. And I do have a bunch of old comics that I went straight home, as I live just around the corner, and picked up a bunch of comics, French-Belgium comics like Gaston, Asterix and stuff like that, and traded him all those old comics for this game. So it's always nice to add a boxed NES title to the collection, and a rare one at that. And from another collector, I did another trade here. I traded him, I had some doubles, Ico for the PS2 and Shadow of the Colossus. I also had a universal adapter for the Super Nintendo, and a original carry bag for the original Game Boy. And what I got from the trade was Ski or Die for the NES here, a game that I used to play a lot on the PC back in the day, and I think it's a rare title as well. Another rare title here is Knight Rider, and it has a bit of damage on the label there, but still, it's not a very expensive game to pick up, but quite hard to find in the wild. And then we have a UK copy of Tailspin from Capcom, and this is a bit of a hidden gem for the NES, I think. A game that I hadn't really heard much about from before, and I've never played it, but it's a really nice kind of side-scrolling shoot 'em up. Has a bit of a twist though, as you can turn your plane upside down and go both left and right as you go along the levels, and you pick up points and stuff. And then we have another TV series based NES title here, Airwolf. And then for the Master System we have Superman, the Man of Steel, and I already had this game, but I had it only the cartridge. Unfortunately this is missing the manual, but it's still nice to have it in the box. Looks better on the shelf than just a loose cartridge. And Dynamite Ducks, which is a game that I actually used to play at a friend's place in primary school, and as I remember it, we used to enjoy this game, but it has a reputation for being really bad and very frustrating. But still, nice to add to the collection, as it is a bit of a nostalgic title for me. Heroes of the Lance, and this one is in really good condition, and it is complete as well, with the manual and a nice condition cartridge here. Doesn't look like a game that I will be playing much, but another one for the Master System collection there. And then we have Galaxy Force, which is a kind of Space Harrier perspective shoot 'em up, I think, by the looks of it from the back. And then we have a rare title for the Master System. This is Zaxxon 3D, and 3D shoot 'em up. Never played it, but it's quite a hard title to find. And oops, it unfortunately is missing the manual. And then we have a huge pickup, and there was an ad on the internet. There was a woman selling a bunch of consoles and games, handheld stuff, and she just wrote that she doesn't know if it's working, and people can just give a bid. She'd like to sell it as quickly as possible, and I was quite fast to put in a bid of 70 euros or 600 crowns. And she got back to me and she said she had one more bidder, but the guy only offered 60 euros. So I had the higher offer, and she said if he doesn't reply really quick, she will sell it to me. And thankfully I did get the bundle for 70 euros, and that sounds like quite a lot, but I think I made a good deal, because if I only sell the consoles, I will break even and get all the games for free, and I think there are around like 60 games or so, maybe more, so definitely a good pickup. So let me just show you what I got. First off, we have a charger for the Game Boy Micro, which is weird because there is no Game Boy Micro in the bundle, and also I don't have one, but if I ever get one without the charger, then I have the charger here. Came with 2 GBA SP consoles, and they're both in pretty good condition. A little bit of scratches on top, and I'm especially happy to get this NES version here, which I already had it once before, but I had it in really poor condition. It was torn here, and I decided to sell it when I was moving house. I sold it on eBay, so I'm quite happy to have that back. And now I have a double of this. I already have the silver one, so I'm gonna sell that one and get some of my money back. And it also came with an original first model DS, and it's also in pretty good condition, has some scratches. It's working perfectly fine, and it even has the little stylus still in there. So that's quite a nice little collectible to have, so I'm gonna hold on to that, I think. And it came with this little GameCube CD holder here, and it has 3 games inside. By the way, I quite like the design of this. It's like a mini GameCube. They're quite a nice thing to have. Definitely something I'm gonna hold on to. And the discs that came, they're all loose, unfortunately. Don't know if you can see that, Mario Party 4, and this is actually the US version, which is not really a problem because I have the passport thingy to play import games. And Super Monkey Ball, Japanese version for some reason. And then the third game is the PAL version, so we have all the different regions here represented. Super Smash Bros, Melee, and I have all of these games except Mario Party 4, so that's the one I'm gonna hold on to. Came with the memory expansion pack for the DS browser, and randomly a PS2 8MB memory card. And then I thought I'd show you the DS games first, and they're all loose. And I don't really collect loose DS games, but I bought this bundle mainly for the GBA games, so for me these are just kind of a bonus. And there are some really good titles in here. Extra stylus, and let's see, is that in focus? Polarium, which is quite a nice puzzle game. Nintendo Touch Golf, seems like a good golf game actually. Crash Boom Bang, and this is a Mario Party ripoff with Crash Bandicoot. Looks like a really crappy game, to be honest. Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, which unfortunately is the only game of the 3 Castlevania games released for the DS that I already had. But an amazing 2D Castlevania, definitely a must-own for the DS if you don't have that one. Touch Master, this is a collection of mini games. Action Loop, a puzzle game there. Metroid Prime Hunters First Hunt. This is the demo version. I have this the full version of this game, but I don't have the demo. By the way, it seems like well, actually most of these games are European, but there are some US versions. You can tell on the little ESRB rating there that shows that it's a US game. Mario Kart DS, really good title, of course. Super Mario 64 DS. I'd rather play that on the Nintendo 64, I think. Dr. Kawashima's Brain Training. I have this. It actually came built into my DSi XL when I bought that. Actually, quite a good game. Quite enjoy that. Nintendo Browser DS to go along with the memory expansion pack there. And this is one of the really good titles. I was really happy when I found this in the bundle. Children of Mana, which is an RPG from Square Enix. Actually, I've never played this. I don't know if this is like a port of. Well, it's not a port from the Super Nintendo, I think, but it's a sequel to Secret of Mana or something like that. I don't really know, but I think it's a good title. WarioWare Touched. By the way, if anyone happens to have the boxes and manuals for any of these games, please write to me, and I'm interested to complete some of these. Trauma Center Under the Knife from Atlas, and this is actually one of my favorite DS games. I'll put in a bit of gameplay here. Basically, you're playing as a surgeon, and you have to operate people under a time constraint, under pressure, and you use your little stylus as a scalpel when you operate, and it's really a really creative use of the exclusive features on the DS, like the touch screen and stuff. Pokemon Dash, and this is a racer, which seemed really crappy when I tried it. Like, basically you have to rub Pikachu with your little stylus to make him run, and didn't really look that great. Turtles Mutant Nightmares 3, and this is a beat 'em up. Don't know if it's any good. A really good puzzle title here, Meteos, and try this out for a little bit. A lot of fun. Definitely a must-own for puzzle fans for the DS there. Sonic Rush. Tiger Woods PGA Tour. This didn't seem as good as the Nintendo Golf. I only tried it out for a couple of minutes, but the controls didn't seem as intuitive and easy to use. Pokemon Link. This is a Pokemon puzzle game. Seemed kind of crappy, actually. More Brain Training, which I'm quite happy to find, because I've played the original Brain Training quite a lot, but I've never tried the, I don't know, sequel, or if you can call it that. The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. No idea if that's any good. And Nintendogs, and this was a huge hit. I think this is probably one of the reasons why the DS sold so well to begin with. Every little kid was running around playing this game, so something for my niece there, I think. Then we have a really good title that I've been looking for. I'm very upset actually that it's only a loose copy. I would love it to be a complete copy of Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I really enjoyed Bowser's Inside Story, which is the sequel to this. A really fun Mario RPG game. Spider-Man 2, some kind of action side-scrolling beat-em-up style game. Project Rub, I think this is a rhythm game from Sega. Actually I already had this game, but I got it sealed and I never got around to open it. A new Super Mario Brothers, a must-own platformer. And this is one that I've been looking for as well, Advance Wars Dual Strike. This completes my Advance Wars collection, I think, because I have the 2 games for the GBA, and I've got the second game for the DS, and this was the one I'm missing. I also have the GameCube game called Battalion Wars. And finally, this is one of the best titles of the bundle, I think. We have Mr. Driller, Drill Spirits. Amazing game, actually. I really enjoy this. Yeah, you just just have to see it to. It's I don't know, if some kind of puzzle game, I guess, but a really nice title for sure. And finally, for this very long pickup video, I'm gonna show you the GBA games that I picked up in the bundle, and first I'm gonna show you the ones that I'm gonna sell, that I already have. Advance Wars 2, Black Hole Rising. Crazy Racers from Konami, it's a bit of a Mario Kart style racing game. Zelda, the Minish Cap, I have this in the box, and it's a really good Zelda game, I think. Definitely one to pick up for the GBA. Spyro, Season of Ice, and those were the ones that I already had from before, and then I'm going to show you the ones that I'm going to keep. Well, I don't know if I'm going to keep all of them, actually. There's some really crappy filler titles in between here, but yeah, I'm going to try them out and see which ones I want to keep. Disney's Party, SSX Tricky, snowboard game. I actually don't know so much about some of these games. Bionicle Matoran Adventures, no idea what kind of game that is. X-Men 2 Wolverine's Revenge, Crash Bandicoot Fusion, Madagascar Operation Penguin, Dynasty Warriors Advance. Actually, I already have the game as well. I'll put it in the other pile. Fantastic Four Flame On. This is a nice one. Doom 2. And another one that I have from before, actually, is Doom. Of course, better played on the PC, obviously. Shrek Super Slam. The Sims 2. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Actually, there's a bunch of Harry Potter games in here. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. And we also have Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. I'm gonna save some of the best games for last year, because there's a lot of filler. Need for Speed Underground. Spyro Fusion. Disney's Aladdin. This is a Capcom title, so it might be good. The Sims Busting Out. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. The Tony Hawk Pro Skater games are actually very good on the GBA. Tony Hawk's American Skateland. Another Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. FIFA 2004. Britney's Dance Beat. I don't know, this might be interesting actually, I'm curious to try that one. Island Extreme Stunts, Lego game of some sort. Walt Disney's The Jungle Book. And here's a really good one that I'm definitely gonna keep. NES Classics, The Legend of Zelda. I don't think I have any of the NES Classics series, so that's my first The Herbs, Sims in the City, and Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. A bunch of GBA games here. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2, Butch, I don't know, something. And then we have Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge, Catwoman, The Incredible Hulk. Most of these games are in pretty good condition, not really too worn out, the labels. Disney's Treasure Planet. And here's a really good one, Yoshi's Universal Gravitation. And this is the European version, and I already had the Japanese one, so I'm gonna keep both of those. It has a different name in Japanese. Then we have Scooby-Doo. I think it's called Topsy Turvy or something, this Yoshi game in the US and Japan. Minority Report. And here's another good one, Donkey Kong Country 3, which is a port of the Super Nintendo game. Maybe my least favorite of the series, but still a good game. Okay, then some really good titles here towards the end. We have DK King of Swing. I've never played it, but I've heard it's a pretty good game. And Magical what's it called? Magical Quest 3, starring Mickey and Donald. I think this might be a port of the Super Nintendo. I think the first one is on the Super Nintendo, and it's a good platformer. And a really good pinball game, and that's Super Mario Ball. And it's a pinball game, but it plays like a Mario game. Like you collect it's not shine spirits, what are they called? Stars. You gather coins and you can buy items, and you can even save the game in between, so you don't have to play it through in one go. Yeah, definitely a Nintendo or Mario take on the pinball genre, and tried it out for a bit. Seems like a lot of fun. And finally, maybe the game that I was the most happy about finding in this bundle is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. And I'm not exactly sure. I think this is a remake of the first two games for the Famicom, which were never released here in the West. I'm gonna give this one a try soon and see what it is. I think I've already played these games on emulator some years ago though, but definitely I'd like to try this once again, and if there's some updated graphics, that's always nice. So that's it for my pickups this time. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and until next time.